The Houston Texans were definitely one of the bigger shocks of the 2023 season as they absolutely surprised us all, made it to the playoffs, won in very, very strong fashion in the wildcard round. Unfortunately, also lost in that same fashion against the Ravens, but for a team that was just kind of getting a feel for things, and it's a very young squad, they obviously exceeded expectations, and obviously CJ Stroud was unbelievable. Looking at this team, they added Stefon Diggs in the offseason. Nico Collins was amazing last year. How he's only an 83 normal, I don't know. I would have minimum put him at an 86 star, and even that is probably on the low end. Tank Dell obviously was showing a lot of promise, so this is one of the best big three wide receivers groups in the league right now. Top three for sure. Obviously, CJ Stroud we talked about had a really good rookie year. Joe Mixon. This is a topic. Because, on paper, a lot of, Madden fans, if you will, would see this as a massive upgrade. And in-game, it's huge. It's night and day in-game. But in real life, outside of the receiving game, this isn't the upgrade you think it is. Devin Singletary was actually pretty damn good, and I think the Giants actually got really good value signing him to a 3-year, $16 million deal. Joe Mixon, the big play potential might be there a little bit more, but as far as their numbers go, you could argue that Devin Singletary actually outperformed Joe Mixon last year, but the Bengals were a little bit of they were a little all over the place with injuries. Regardless, though, this is definitely a team that has weapons, without a doubt, but there are still some missing pieces. Offensive line, you've got 3 guys that are 71 or less overall. Right guard looks fine. Left tackle's obviously really good. Then the defense, linebacker, definitely could use, some new linebackers. Lassiter, the cornerback, too. Do I trade him? I don't know, but I definitely trade to upgrade him. D-line, Danielle Hunter, almost a 1-to-1, at least production-wise, trade with the Vikings. They should have just traded each player, basically. But, yeah, obviously, one of the better edge groups in the league. DT definitely could use some work, but Autry's, he's been decent enough over the years. Bullock, the backup safety. This team is actually in a really, really good spot, but still not in-game Super Bowl bound. So what we're going to be doing here is a 10-minute speed rebuild where we could do whatever we want, trade whoever we want, to try and build the best roster possible to win a Super Bowl in 1 year. So the first thing I think we're going to be targeting is defensive tackle, but you know how these things go. They just start to get wild. Either way, 10 minutes on the clock to get this team to the Super Bowl in 3, 2, 1, and go. Things I want to do. Let's put the 12th pick on the block, see what's up. O'Neal, Treylon Burks. Some second, third round offers in there as well. Metcalf. I don't know what I want to do with wide receiver, actually, because, Wilkins is interesting. Because realistically, I don't think this wide receiver, there's a problem for wide receiver on this team. But at the same time, it would be nice to just have 2 90-plus overall wide receivers and just not have to worry about it. Is there any teams that have, a guy that deserves a higher rating at DT? Yeah, I guess Wilkins would be a name than they currently are. There's a lot of players that, get disrespected a little bit with their devs. Wait, what? It's high second-round picks. We, of course, do have this on easy for the trades. We feel like, I always bring up the Matt Milano trade. We feel like it's a little too hard to trade for players. The value just isn't quite there, even though it should be. What else? We need another DT, don't we? Let's see if we can trade some DTs for a DT. I don't want to completely throw this team under the bus, but I would like to improve any which way I can. Buckner was also a name. Not the right scheme, but a high overall is why I kind of maybe want Reader. There's no, if this goes, then maybe easy is too easy. Okay, see, it's, that's not crazy. A first round next year, I feel like that might be a little bit. This team doesn't need tight end. What about O-line? Get anyone for me? Taylor Decker is definitely not going to go for this. Oh, he did. All right. It is a first round. Oh, actually, I didn't even think about it. They actually projected that pick to be very high next year. I might have just sold, actually. I might have just sold really hard. But hey, I got some players that I like. That's fine. Offensive line, we need 2 more players, I believe. Right? Is it 2 more? Left guard, center, right tackle. No, 2 more players because Decker. Edge is fine. I'm not going to change anything about the edge. Linebacker's a problem, though. Can we do King, Okuda, Barrett for, like, I don't know, who's like a halfway decent linebacker these days? Let's go actually middle linebacker. Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton's really good in the game, actually. I mean, he's really good in real life as well, but really, really good in the game. 3 and a 4 in all this. There we go. Okay. I really wish I could see what it would have been if I was on normal, because sometimes you can just brute force the trades. They're like, oh, a bunch of players and a bunch of draft picks. We want that. It's like, do you really? Cornerback would also be another one. What about like Jalen Johnson? He's an 88 overall. Jalen Johnson, Tremaine Edwards, or Edmonds and Edwards. Actually, let's get rid of that. Is there anyone else we could do? What about Keenan? Keenan Allen. Nah, he's an X Factor. What about DJ Moore? Pick 12, right? Oh, we're broke. I forgot about the money. Who can we get rid of? Jonathan Allen's expensive. Decker's really, really expensive. Can I get rid of Decker? Oh, we're going to be so broke. We can't afford this. Who's making too much money? Okay, so DJ Moore is not a player I want anymore. He is too expensive. I don't think Odunze really does much for me either, though. Edwards, can we afford it? Apparently we can. Okay, so I like when that happens because then it knows that I know that I'm getting my value's worth. Although at the same time, what about we get rid of Edwards and just put these 2 on? Okay, we're getting there. It's a battle. It's a battle, but we're getting there. 6th-round pick? No, let's do... I'm chopping the carrots hard with this analog stick. You hear that? Chop. All right, so we got the corner. We got the middle linebacker. We do need some more linemen. We have about 6 minutes left. I don't know why I went into this. Wide receiver, we could probably get rid of some extra players. So we have 2 more offensive linemen we need. D-line is fine. Linebacker, I think, is fine as well. We can actually get rid of Al-Shaair if we want. Safety, I think, even is fine. No, I didn't want to put him on the trade block. We still got 5.5 minutes. I always get a little nervous with these because the clock is just... It's pressure, right? It is pressure after all. Pierce, I'm going to keep as a backup, I think. Need an offensive lineman, though, for sure. If we can get someone like 84 overall minimum, that's who I'd be looking for. Usually good, go for guards. 82 overall is not too bad either. Oh, we're broke. Oh, yeah, he got paid a lot. 19.2 mil is a lot of money for me. Just... a little too expensive. I'm not really liking the options we're getting here. What about Quinn Miners? Quinn Miners is pretty young. Oh, they're actually willing. Lower overall offensive lineman. Always been a problem to, or always easy to get. Obviously reminded of the glory days of Quentin Nelson going for like next to nothing. So we still need another lineman or 2. Any extra value we have... Ford, Henderson, we can get rid of some of these guys if we want. Still about 4.5 minutes, so while we're under pressure, we also don't want to, rush it too much, because we actually probably will have more time than we even need. So let's be a little chill about it. See if we can maybe line up an even better trade for an offensive alignment. I don't know if we will, but we're going to try. Morse would have been interesting. Who is that? Linderbaum? Hell no. That's not going to happen. Eric McCoy. For some reason, the Saints always undervalue him. Also, for these speed rebuilds, it's always nice to have that extra year. Look at the extra year. Obviously, less value, but still good enough to get us some value. All right, so our corners are great. Safety, we could upgrade Petrie. He's not bad, though. While we could upgrade him, he's not bad. Wide receiver, I could easily upgrade that position. Our offensive line is fine. D-line, it would be linebacker is our biggest need. I feel like we have a lot of extra value here, too. I know I'm looking around at the team maybe more than I should. I'm just, looking for the extra player values, because obviously we have that first-round pick and the third-round pick still, but I'm looking for, depth pieces we don't need. Any extra linemen. Some of these linemen, we don't need these guys. Those should be, a little bit of value. And I would like to, I guess, upgrade the linebacker position a little bit more. Any 82s that maybe also young to develop while the season goes on. Oh, Karake would be a nice name. What other positions do they have? What about this? I don't think this is going to even come close. Yeah, it's not going to come close. Quarterback, left guard. I mean, do we have a quarterback that's like okay value? Davis Mills. There's already 3 players in the package. So many greens. I can't see. Kendrick, I think, would be the least of the value of all the players that we're looking at. Davis Mills, maybe. Even less. Okay. So if we want Okereke, you're going to have to offer a little bit more than this. Don't want to give up a first-round pick. What else do they have? Simmons. Any, like, Andrew Thomas, Brian Burns. Don't really need those positions. Waller don't need. Thibodeau. Yeah, I don't know if we really need these players. The Jaguars, they're actually kind of... Oh! Aluakon, if not Devin Lloyd. Do I give up that first-round pick? Because we're down to 1 freaking minute. Or 2 minutes here. I think I should try to... So Aluakon for sure. Evan Ingram would be an upgrade, but not like the biggest upgrade. Gabe Davis, Tyson Campbell. Yeah, I mean, we're basically just going for a Aluakon here. I mean, I guess there's still upgrades. I don't know if this is probably still too much. I don't think I need Sheriff then. If I can get these 2 guys, be an upgrade for Dalton Schultz. It's not, like, massive. Oh, crap. We gotta get rid of, I don't know who, Mechie, I guess, and then put on Dalton Schultz. And there you go. Okay, so we did get rid of pretty much everything. Kept the wide receivers intact. The offensive line is set, I'm pretty sure. Got all our linebackers. Other than upgrading Jalen Petrie, which is possible, I don't know if we really need anyone. Like, who do you get? Like, Kevin Byard, because he's a higher overall, but because he's on the older side, they wouldn't really mind losing him, probably. Also, we did keep Mechie, so we can maybe make this trade actually happen, especially since Byard's a lot older than Petrie. Ooh, maybe not. Is there any, like, high overall safeties that don't have great dev? What about Winfield, his expenses? No, they don't care. Okay, it's more doable. So if we find someone in the 87 range that's star, I think we can get this done. Ooh, maybe. He's young, though. Ooh, this is potentially possible. We're running out of clock here, though. 37 seconds. Do you think it would be worth getting rid of... not Mechie. Oh, I wish we had, like, a second-round pick still. I don't think this is going to happen. Lassiter. We would lose our cornerback value, but I think it's worth it. Oof. Yeah, I don't think this is going to happen. What about Xavier McKinney? It's not like a massive upgrade, but it's still an upgrade. I actually wanted to keep Lassiter there. It's a 5 overall upgrade. I think it is worth it. Here it is. Moment of Truth started off as an 82. I'd say 87. 89. My gut was telling me we actually got an 88, but I wanted to be on the safe side. 89 overall, and that's with keeping the wide receivers intact. We could have easily traded Tank Dell and Nico Collins and, like, combined them like it's freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something. Wait, no, is it... No, Digimon? I can't remember. And made, like, an 88, 89 overall through some sort of trade. But I wanted to kind of keep the big 3 wide receivers intact. Obviously, I wasn't going to trade Mixon. He's, like, one of the best value running backs in the game. And then, obviously, I wasn't going to trade Stroud. But tight end... upgraded by 4 overalls. Left guard and center, definitely upgraded by a lot. Right tackle, really a lot. Then we look at the defensive side of the ball. The DTs are vastly improved. The linebackers are the most improved. Free safety, upgraded that position by like 5 overalls. He's like a year or 2 older, so it's not like you're losing that much progression. And then cornerback, Jalen Johnson with Stingley. Lethal duo. Edge obviously stayed the same, but this is a pretty formidable team running the Bills defense and the Chiefs offense. This is easily a playoff team, and if it's not, what is going on? Also, I didn't even think about this. We had the mentor rookie on. I'm gonna click it. Why not? Superstar dev for Tank Dell. Heading to the playoffs, I have no idea. I just simmed to the end. At 13-4, there you go. I was about to say, we deserve to be a very good team here. Let's take a look at the win-loss. Would imagine it's the Chiefs that stole the actual bye week. Lost to the Colts 8-24 right at the end, which is really unfortunate because the Colts aren't that good of a team here. As you can see, they're 8-9. But also, I'm curious to see who was. Was it the Chiefs? 16-1. The Chiefs have been really insane in sim lately. But let's go on to the stats and awards and see how this team fared. CJ Stroud, touchdowns are not the best. 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's fine. Touchdown pick ratio is great. Completion percentage was great. Passer rating was great. Yards, just under 4,000 yards. Rushing, Joe Mixon was amazing. 17 touchdowns, 1,400 yards, 4.5 yards per carry. Then wide receivers, not the best when you don't factor in Diggs. Everyone else, I mean, pretty mid, but Diggs was obviously great. Offensive line was pretty good. Defensively, wow. Will Anderson with 15 sacks. Hunter with 9, 4.5 for Allen, 3.5 for Reeder. 3 interceptions for Edmonds, 2 for Pride, 2 for Oluokun, 2 for Johnson, 1 for Stingley, Ward, Bolton, and MJ Stewart. Kicking, missed 3 out of 11 for Fairbairn. Not the best. Townsend was great. Kick return, punt return, no touchdowns. We're pretty accustomed to seeing that. Yearly awards, MVP goes to the quarterback of the 16-1 team. Who would have thought? CJ Stroud at number 7, though. Any award wins? Obviously, Will Anderson, Rookie of the Year. I forgot about that. Best QB, number 4. That's pretty good. Mixon, number 2. Wide receiver, Stefon Diggs, number 1. O-line, no. D-line at number 3 and 10. Linebacker, no. DB, no. Kicker, no. But here we are, the 9-8 Cincinnati Bengals. We have them beat by 7 full overalls. Did we steal anyone off of them? I don't think we did. Well, I mean, I guess the Texans in real life, Joe Mixon. Going to the end of the game. Looks like we made a stop. We did. We got 7. We had another stop. Got another 7. Huge run by Joe Mixon, I'd imagine. 21-0 now. Halftime score remains that. 28-0. Looking pretty damn strong to make it onto this divisional round. And guess we didn't really need the bye week because we made our own. Of course, this team in real life kind of, feeling that in the wild card round. So hopefully we're not setting ourselves up for a repeat of history. CJ Stroud was literally perfect. 300 yards, missing 4 throws out of 23. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Perfect passer rating, perfect everything. Almost doubled Burrow's passer rating. Mixon, really good game there. 54-yard run, 151 yards and a touchdown in general. Stroud with 2 rushing touchdowns to add to it, so a lot of touchdowns scored. Evan Ingram was great. Nico Collins was great. Defensively, 3 sacks for Hunter, 1 for Allen, 1 for Hubbard. No interceptions, no field goals. We just beat them. We just beat them. The divisional round. Against the Jets, they're also 13-4. We have them beat by 5 overalls, but the Jets are a pretty strong team in game as well. Tyron Smith and some other guys. Mike Williams, that's the guy I was thinking of. Eagles barely beating the Lions in the NFC. Can we make the championship round? I mean, the Jets are definitely built for a one-year wonder type of situation. Not maybe long-term, but I suppose in a way we're in that situation now too. What is going on? 20-0. Really, EA? That's what you think? That's what you think our overall being that much higher than them is worthy of? The team's trying to come back. They're still moving. They get the touchdown. 4 minutes left, and they're moving the ball like they're the ones losing. Oh! They turned the ball over. No shot. 28-all. The Texans made the comeback. 4th and 1, they're going to kick the field goal. A touchdown would win it. And 3 straight plays in a row, they got 0 yards. 4th down, they got 9, and they lose the game. That would have been an unbelievable game, but I think it's absolutely hilarious that they thought that we deserved to go down. What was it, 21-0? 20-0? What do you mean? This team is not 20-0 bad. I don't care who they were playing. What is that? What a hell of a comeback, but another speed rebuild where EA's simming just takes over, unfortunately. Tell me that the Jets are at least headed to the Super Bowl, though. Maybe they had to go against the Chiefs. Maybe they're going to lose. We'll see if we can see it. Are we really simming that far into the future? The Jets do make it. They do make it. Green versus green. The Jets are on a warpath into the Super Bowl. And, all right, there it is. The Jets lose by 3, unfortunately. Let's take a look at who they beat. Because did they have to beat the Chiefs, or did the Chiefs lose before then? They had to play the Dolphins. Okay, that's a different team. Where the hell did the Chiefs lost the first game against the Dolphins with a 16-1 season? That is kind of crazy. But let's take a look at the team, see what kind of dev ups they would have had. and Dev Downs. And then I did have the re-signings on auto, so I wonder if they even were able to resign many players. CJ Stroud's an 86 overall. Mixon goes to Superstar. He's a 91 overall. Obviously, we knew about Tank Dell. No dev up for Nico, who's only an 84 overall. We do have the XP sliders on 100 because I feel like it would be a little unfair with some of these teams that, we would also get a pretty big XP boost. Any other dev ups? I don't think so, but yeah, the team looks pretty good. So with 9 million left, they would not have enough money for Jalen Johnson. But that's not too bad. I don't know if they would have lost anyone else, but that's not too bad to only lose Jalen Johnson with a team this stacked. Like, let me see. Unless somebody retired that I just didn't think of. But, yeah, it looks like Jalen Johnson's the only guy they're losing. That's kind of crazy. I mean, Jalen Johnson's a big name, but still. With this stacked of a team, with all these big names that are, getting quite a bit of money, I'm a little surprised. I know maybe there was some cap pens that, dead hits that the teams that trade the players to us from had to take, but overall, the team would have actually been able to do this again, really. But anyways, if you guys enjoy this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support on the channel. Let me know what team you'd like to see another speed rebuild of, and let me know if you actually want to see a real Texans rebuild, because while we, made quick work of the trades in this one, we would obviously be on normal trades for the other one, for a regular rebuild, and we'd have to rebuild a little bit. Tight end would still be a position I want to change up. O-line, definitely. You have to replace, all the linebackers unless Christian Harris, developed. DTs would be needed. Daniil Hunter doesn't last forever. Lassiter would be the corner two, but would he be the, long-term corner two? I don't know. Strong safety as well. I don't think it's the hardest team to rebuild, but if you guys want to see one, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK plays for non-Madden content. Been uploading a little bit of TCM over there. Probably going to have another episode of something TCM related on Friday, maybe Thursday and Friday, but Friday for sure. And yeah, I'm trying to build up, different games on that channel, so we'll see. Anyways, tomorrow will be a real rebuild, probably of the Bills. Haven't decided still. I said that yesterday, still haven't decided, but probably the Bills. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.